Greetings. Today, I want to give you a virtual hug. I really wish I could reach out and just give you a hug, but I'll do my best to do the closest equivalent I can do in this space. There's there's no running from pain. Um, Life includes it. It's the way life be. When my children have gone through adolescence, and some are still in adolescence, there are growing pains. There are places where the body aches because it's expanding. Even where I am at my age, there are places where my body's changing as I move to the next phase of my power, of my wisdom. And I'm just as guilty as anyone else in running from pain when pain is often, almost always, the thing that breaks us so that we can move into a bigger version, so that we can expand. It breaks the shell and allows us to expand. So today I want to encourage you to let your pain reveal your medicine. You've heard or may have heard the term healer, heal yourself. We all have the capacity to offer healing because we all have the capacity to heal. But the choice to heal is a choice. The choice to heal is work, and it's not often comfortable work, even in places where it is a joy to have what is on the other side of the pain. I think about giving birth to my children because it's the easiest thing that comes up, and it's a beautiful thing, and um, it's applicable in so many places in my life. It was a lot of work to bring those three bodies here. It was pain to bring those three bodies here. It was joy. It was ecstatic, and it was healing afterward. But with a brand new baby in my arm and on my breast, there was healing that had to happen to my body. There was a cracking open of my mind and of my identity that shifted into a completely different space. My hearing, my biology shifted into another space. So I want to suggest that you don't run from your pain, to remind you that your pain is emptying out wells in yourself, in your uh, in your spiritual landscape that then gets filled with the healing that you choose for yourself, that then gets filled as your healing fills and overflows, that it creates your medicine to share with other people. The first time I heard the term wounded healer, I was like, wounded healer. And now I know any healer that is offering healing has a wound, um, has a wound that has healed or is healing. And out of that healed, healing, continuous healing place, uh, they are offering medicine from the work they have done. So there are two things I do to offer myself healing, and I want to do less talking today and more movement, because when there is pain, quiet is more necessary than talking, so that you can actually hear. So two of the things that I do to regulate my nervous system and to provide healing, is two of a few, is yoga and walking, and they came to me out of great necessity. Uh, I started doing yoga before I gave birth to children. And when I was doing yoga and my son was little, a toddler, he would climb on my back. I could be in down dog. He would do down dog underneath me. I could be in child's pose. He would do child's pose on my back. It was like running around me in circles, in, out, over, under. Um, and when COVID hit, we were in the house. Um, the rhythm of our lives had changed. My preteen daughter was struggling with not being around her friends, challenged with the lack of being able to be as social. We were all challenged with not being able to be around our extended family in the ways that we would want to. Our adult children were in and out of the house struggling, so the fabric of the home continued to shift back and forth. And in that space, I desperately needed a regular yoga practice. So What I had been doing before became far more intense. And eventually, even beyond the pandemic, led me to yoga training to share the medicine that had brought me healing and continues to bring me healing. The other thing that I do is walking, and I've loved walking since high school, but now I have a regular walking practice because I need to be outside. Rain, snow, heat, doesn't matter. I need to be outside. I need to be in communication with one of my sister friends. And even if she doesn't go, I need to be in communication with myself, with the tree, with the deer, with the grouse, with all the different frogs, all the animals that come out and allow me to be around them. So uh, the regularity and depth of those practices would not exist if not for me seeking deeper healing for myself and receiving it and then wanting to share it. So I want to encourage you in those places where you are feeling led to something to provide healing, that you lean in to healthy things to regulate, not self soothing or self medicating, but your divine, your righteous, your light medicine, leaning into those things, the things that heal. Because some of the things that we do that are negative things for self medication or that bring imbalance, they almost feel immediate, but they don't last. And the things that we do that are bringing medicine to us, um, that is grounding and healthy and whole. Sometimes it takes a minute to crank up. The first time you sit down for meditation and yoga is not instant. It is a blessing, but the depth grows with your commitment. So that's enough talking. We are going to do a short practice of breathing and some movement. Uh, because sometimes things are heavy. Sometimes there's grief to be had. And grief's not bad. Grief is, again, another breaking that leads us into power and peace. But there's grief to be had. And in that grief, I often need to be still. So I will do my best to not do a lot of chatting to make sure that I can provide space for you to be silent and to hear. So I would like us to start with Kabbalah with a skull cleansing breath. And the skull cleansing breath does a few things. It clears the nasal passages, so you may need a tissue. Um, it also invites introversion. It clears any old breath and allows a um, greater oxygen to be replenished into the body. So finding a comfortable seat, and you don't have to be seated like me. You just want to find a comfortable seat where your bones are rooted, your sits bones, that the bones in your butt are rooted to the earth. You're going to rotate your shoulders up and down, allowing them to slide away from your ears, sitting upright so that your head feels like a balloon at the top of the string of your spine, which is again rooted to the earth. And you're going to fill your belly with air. And then we're going to begin to contract our stomach muscles, your diaphragm, like this, and allow the breath to come out of your nose. So I'm going to put my hands here so you can see my belly. And then we're going to exhale, let our navel come back toward our spine, and inhale and do it again. We're going to do 2 rounds of those for about a minute apiece. So inhaling, filling up your belly, and exhale, squeeze that stomach muscle. Exhale. In my haste to not talk, I want to make sure I've given enough directions. If you've never experienced Kapalabhati, which is again skull cleansing breath, so it's uh, the idea is that it's bringing air through the nasal passages up here, cleansing around our skull, bringing clean air in and out of the body. And when we inhale and fill our bellies like a bowl of air and exhale as we continue to contract, of course, this one breath will not sustain a minute's worth of contraction. So as you contract your belly, the inhalation is almost reflexive. It just kind of comes back in and then you continue to contract. So there are short inhalations coming in between the bursts of exhalation. So we're gonna do one more minute. Inhaling, fill your belly up and begin to exhale. Exhale. Begin breathing into your nose and out through your nose. And breathe out through my mouth. Let's do some sighs out of my mouth. Inhale through your nose. Side of your mouth. Two more. Inhale through your nose. Side of your mouth. One more. Inhale through your nose. Side of your mouth. I was laughing because during Kabbalah I thought I was going to burp. So it was really amazing yoga teacher, Sister Khalil, who was a wonderful Kundalini teacher, and during the pandemic provided hour-long classes of Kundalini yoga to mamas for free in the mornings. These things are life-saving, y'all. They are, they are mental wellness saving, body saving. But one of the things that she has said before that I've experienced in yoga class is that a couple things happen in yoga class. Three to be specific. People will cry, people will laugh, and people will poot or burp because this wonderful body has gas in it. So as we move, we're helping that stuff to get out. And it'll come out. I prefer burping in class, but whatever comes, what comes. So let's move into some movement and we'll do some relaxation and I will see you another time. So bring your arms out next to you. Inhale, both arms, bringing the sun. It is actually raining outside of my window. Exhaling. Hence why I have these lights set up. Inhaling and exhaling. But the rain is necessary too. Inhaling and exhaling. Isn't that amazing? When the rain comes and it creates repositories in the ground, retention spaces where that water, that river of life is held, where a sewer is held, because nothing can live without the balance of both rain and sun, loss and gain, grief and joy. Inhaling, holding your arms above head, interlacing your fingers, pushing your hands, flipping your hands and pushing them away from you, feeling that stretch into your shoulders, down your back. We're going to exhale and bring our right hand down next to our hip and our left hand to the outside of our right knee. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, looking out over your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale here. Generally, if you're in a yoga class and someone's starting to the right or moving to the left, they're trying to help gas food move through your intestines. So trying to move it through the whole system so that you do hear stomach gurgles. That gas is passed. Inhaling both arms overhead. Interlacing your fingers. Exhaling as you push your hands away from you, relaxing. Not relaxing. Feeling that stretch go down to your shoulders. Bring your left hand down to your left hip. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Inhale. And exhale, looking out of your left shoulder. Inhaling, bringing both arms overhead. We're going to bring our right arm up next to us. Extend our left arm overhead. Feeling that stretch come from your left fingertips all the way down to your left hip. Feeling that stretch all the way down. And breathing. Feel that belly expand those ribs. Inhaling both arms overhead. Bring your left arm down. Extending the right knee overhead. Feeling the stretch from your right fingertips all the way down to your right hip. Inhale and exhale. Bringing both hands up. I'm going to ask you to bring your feet out in front of you, bending your knees in front of you. We're going to do some windshield wiping here with our knees. So bringing both knees over to the right, letting that left knee fall into the instep of that right foot and pushing that left hip. No, give me a minute, please. Inhaling, bringing I had a feeling that was coming. I heard the stampede upstairs. Bring the left knee over to the left, bring the right knee to the instep of the left foot, pushing that right foot, right hip out. Inhaling and exhale. One more time to the other side, bringing the right knee over and the left knee into the instep. And then bringing your torso up, turning your torso over that right uh, thigh and bringing your body down, resting your head on your hands, feeling that stretch go into your right hip. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Sitting up again, let's move to the other side, bringing that right knee to the instep of that left foot, turning the torso over your left thigh and bringing your head down, your torso down into the floor, resting your head on your hands, feeling the stretch in your left hip. Inhale and exhale. Coming up into hands and knees. See if I can stay in frame. Bringing your hands right under your shoulders and your knees. Right under your hips, bring it. Inhale, lifting our hips, dropping our chest, opening up our chest, dropping our belly, opening our chest, bringing our chin forward. We're going to do some cat and cow. Inhaling as you drop your belly. Exhaling as you rotate your pelvis forward, rounding your back, bringing your chin to chest, going back and forth at your own pace, breath to movement. Inhaling as you drop your belly, exhaling as you dome your back and bring your pelvis forward. A couple more. Come into a still tabletop on your hands and knees, bringing your back flat. I want you to do whatever organic movements feel good right here. So I want you to move your hips. You can move forward, rotating over your wrists. I want you to let your body guide into whatever you need for a few minutes. So, breathing as you move, don't hold your breath. If your movements are circular and going in one direction, I'd like you to switch them in the opposite direction. Here, when we were children, we used to move and dance in ways that made our body feel good. You watch our children, they do a lot of shaking, a lot of rotating, a lot of shaking of hips, jerking of hips, moving of chest. They are letting that energy move. We spend so much time being serious that we don't do enough time shaking it and moving it and letting all that energy move through. So whatever you feel that feels good, I want you to do that. Hmm. Hmm. Couple more movements, and we're going to come to a still tabletop. And back 3 breaths, 2 breaths, and 1 breath. Oh, my pocket's stuck up. Coming back to tabletop, I want you to allow your hands to move forward. We're going to come down into puppy pose. And if you have a dog, you've seen it. The first time I saw a dog do down dog or a puppy, I was like, I know all awesome. I come from something in nature, but it tickled me. So bringing your hands out forward, you're going to move your chin and chest down toward the floor, leaving hips in the air. Finding a stretch in your back. Resting your forehead or your chin here, breathing in and out. Coming back up, pushing back up into tabletop. We're going to widen our knees, letting our toes touch, pushing back into child pose. Bringing your hips back towards your feet, extending your arms out in front of you. Feeling that stretch, extend your fingertips. Feeling the stretch come down your fingertips, past your elbows, into your shoulders, into your back, into your lower back, extending into your hips. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale and exhale. Coming back up, coming into a seat. I want you to come out, bringing your feet in front of you, bringing your hips closer to your feet, and recline. Back down onto the floor, onto your mat, onto your carpet, onto a blanket, onto whatever it is that you have. Extend your feet, extend your arms like you're a star. I don't even know if I'm in frame anymore, but I pray that you can hear me. Inhale and exhale here. I want you to stay here for a moment. I want you to stay here for a moment. I want you to think about balance. I want you to think about the necessity of every emotion that you have, the necessity of grief, personal grief, communal grief, grief for the world, the blessing of being able to feel that deeply that we can grieve the loss of something that has been lost, something that we hoped to be present, the loss of both real and imagined comforts and peace, and that acknowledging that loss, honoring that loss, feeling that loss, being still with that loss, and really feeling it. not rushing past it, not running through it to get to what's next, but truly feeling it just as deeply as we felt the joy that is the opposite of that loss. And allowing that depth to be that well for you. As I hear the rain outside, I imagine the places where I have grief, where I've had grief, and I feel them filling up, filling up, filling up, filling up with all the healing that I'm seeking. With the places that I ask my ancestors, the both soul and the Holy Spirit, to fill me up, to give me water of life, to allow tears if I need them, and we often need them, to allow that cleansing. Breathing deeply, letting your feet fall out to the side, inhaling into your body, allowing that air to go down to your feet. And as you exhale, relaxing, inhaling from your ankles all the way up to your hips. And as you exhale, relaxing and everywhere in between. Inhaling into your belly, into your chest, letting that air wrap around to your back, to your buttocks, to your shoulders. Excuse me. And exhaling, relaxing. Inhaling into your shoulders, cross your collarbone, and exhaling. Inhaling, turning your neck left to right, and relaxing here, nodding your head up and down, and relaxing here. Inhaling into your face, and as you relax, letting your cheeks slide back toward you, letting your brows slide into your hairline, moving your tongue from the roof of your mouth, inhaling and exhaling. If you have not closed your eyes, I invite you to close your eyes, inhaling into the crown of your head, into the back of your head, exhaling. Well, I think I skipped hands. Inhaling into your hand, allowing your fingers to curl in. Exhaling, relaxing. Inhaling into your wrists, into your forearms, into your shoulders. And exhaling. I want you to trust that the same body that has carried you to right now has always known what it means. That your spirit has always known what it means to invite quiet so that you can hear yourself, to invite feeling fully what you feel, so that you can release those things that you do not need, so that you can block those things that threaten to invade your peace, your quiet, that you can allow in all of the things that you need to make space for those things you do not yet achieve, to make space for the avenues that they will arise for you. Because when we make known our need, the creator, the ancestors, the universe, God, all of the names that we have for that divine being or the great mystery will provide those things. If we want to allow them to come to us, we want to allow those blessings to come. We want to allow the loss to let us release the things that we're holding on to that are not for us or do not fit us, to allow all of the things that are uniquely for us to come in, to rush in, to fill us up. to be magnetically drawn. As you continue to inhale, I want you to wiggle your feet and your fingers, extend your arms overhead, stretching from your fingertips all the way down to your toes, like a good stretch first thing in the morning or last thing at night. Inhale, turning to your left or your right side, bring your knees in closer to your chest, coming into fetal pose, resting your head onto your bicep. This fetal pose is such a place of creation and protection. Blocking in all that is coming, allowing space for all that will be. Inhale and exhale, pushing yourself up into a seat. Finding yourself in a seated place. Inhale, rolling your shoulders up and back. In the hurry of the world around us, in the hurry to move to the next thing, in the hurry to try and get out of uncomfortable places, I want to encourage you to feel everything. Make space for it. Create a sacred container for it. Allow those, around you to hold you where you need to be held, to receive as you give. I know Namaste is usually how classes ended, and I receive that because the lighting does do lighting. But I also would like to end with this. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Inhaling both arms overhead, I'm sending light, love, happiness to you, to everyone around, that the same light and happiness that I seek. I am praying that for you and praying peace for you. Praying peace. So again, this is Reverend Okomfo Mwalimu Yogi, Sister Mama Agnes, saying peace and healer, heal yourself. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.